Hi everybody, this is Jade. We are back again this week for our second series on becoming a full-figured model. Now last week I talked about Model Mayhem, which is the website that I chose to get started on. I'm sure there's other websites out there that you can get started on, but I chose Model Mayhem mainly because it was free. And when you're first starting out, funds are very limited. So again, with Model Mayhem, you upload 15 of your best pictures, and that's basically what we're going to talk about today: photo selection and a few other things when you're just starting out. So again, like I said, with Model Mayhem, mentioned last week, a lot of photographers on Model Mayhem will do TFP, and again, TFP is trade for photos. So you meet with the photographer, and in return for them taking your pictures, they will give you either select edits or they'll give you all of the pictures from the shoot. What I run across most of the time, like I said last week, is the photographers will give you edits because they don't like releasing just raw images, because what they put out, of course, needs to be perfect, just like what you put out needs to be perfect. So again, that's trade for photos, TFP. What I want to talk about this week, like I mentioned, is your picture selection. Now when you're getting started, you want to be very careful on the pictures that you choose to put out there for your portfolio. And of course, that's going to depend on the type of model that you are willing to be, like you want to be. You want to be fashion, urban, classy, eye candy. How do you want people to reach out to you? What are you presenting to the world? And I didn't say this last week, but I'll say it now. When you decide to become a model, I have a bad habit of this. When you decide to become a model, you need to realize that you are a walking billboard of yourself. So how you walk, talk, dress, approach people, first impressions are everything. So when you get dressed for the day, you need to know, look your best. Like I said, you never know who's out there when you walk outside your door. It could be, I don't know, I just throw it out there, Ford Models, Wilhelmina Models, the Bailey Agency. You never know what agency is out there when you walk outside your door. So always look your best and always present yourself in the best way. So back to picture selection. When you are selecting your pictures, you always want to make sure that they are of the best quality. Think the first couple pictures I posted on my Model Mayhem site may have been from when I was represented by an agency, and the photographs that I took with that agency. And that might have been where my first photos came from. At any rate, my advice is make your photos appear as if you want to apply to Wilhelmina Models or Ford Models, because that's basically, even though I wasn't a straight size model, I was a full figured model, but I knew the type of image that I wanted to portray. And those agencies don't necessarily look for the lingerie, the eye candy type models. So when I was first starting out, I was basically posting urban fashion type looks. I was, doing those type of shoots. And I can't say this enough. The pictures that I decided to take were urban. So it was the apple bottom, Darien type of looks. Very, very covered up. It was something that I would choose to wear to a club if I wanted to, with the fitted t-shirt or the fitted blouse, the fitted jeans, and some nice heels. So those are the type of pictures that I decided to put on Model Mayhem. If you are into the eye candy boudoir type shoots, there are photographers on Model Mayhem that will do that. Just make sure that, of course, they are classy. You don't want all inside shoots with the plain white background or the plain background. That's what you definitely don't want. You don't want a lot of selfies. You do want well, not necessarily high class, but high resolution, different backgrounds with your pictures. You definitely don't want someone to come to your portfolio or your website and they see the same poses, and I'll talk about that on another video. You don't want the same poses, you don't want the same looks, you don't want the same makeup, you don't want the same background. So I would definitely choose different photographers to help build your portfolio. And I'll talk about the photographers that I've worked with, and every photographer except one that I've worked with I absolutely love. I've worked with several times. They are very patient. They are very affordable. They are the bomb.com, okay? Because these few photographers that I have worked with has definitely helped build my self-esteem and build my poses and build my portfolio. That is the key. You definitely want to keep working with different photographers to help you build on what you're out to do. Now that you have decided to become a full-figured model, what you definitely want to do is figure out your why. Why do you want to become a full-figure model? And that was probably the biggest mistake that I did. I did not figure out my why. And if your why for anything that you do is not strong enough, you'll find a reason to quit. And that is why I kept giving up. I never had a why, and I never said my why out loud. I never wrote my why down. So once I did that, once I built my why and I wrote it down and I wrote down my goals, that's when I really decided I wasn't going to quit. As a plus size model, one thing you definitely want to do, or as a model period, should definitely focus on doing. Internet, as I said, it's not going anywhere. Use it to your advantage. There's Instagram, Tumblr, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. There's all of these outlets that we can use to our advantage that we don't necessarily take advantage of. I had to be talked into getting an Instagram account, and my best friend will account for me having an Instagram account. I was completely against it. I didn't want to have anything to do with Instagram. I had Facebook already, and that was good enough for me. I didn't want to have anything else. Twitter too. I had to be talked into getting Twitter. I didn't want to have anything to do with it because that's what everybody was doing, and I didn't want to have anything to do with it. Well, you have to know how to reach your audience, correct? So use the internet to your advantage. And when I say as a model, Instagram, if you're going to create an Instagram account, make it only for your modeling. And I have a bad habit of this. I have a modeling page, I am Jade Jenkins, for Instagram and Twitter, I am Jade Jenkins. Go follow me now. Since this video is over, go follow me. I have a bad habit of doing this too. I have 2 pages on Instagram, and one is my modeling for Instagram. And I have a bad habit of posting other stuff that has nothing to do with modeling just because I like it. Like, I'm a Virgo, and everybody that knows me know I am a Queen Virgo, and I high five everybody that's a Virgo. So sometimes I post Virgo stuff because that's me. That's just the person I am. But like I said, it's a bad habit for me, but try to make it a habit of only posting things on Instagram that has either I'm going to do a photo shoot, your look for the day, anything that you're doing with modeling, whether you are at rehearsal, going to a photo shoot, selfies with the photographer, anything like that. Only that for your modeling page. So yeah, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All three of those should be nothing but your modeling, nothing else. Now, if you have a personal Instagram account, just like I do, post all your regular stuff there. But for me personally, I've been hounded and told, don't put nothing on my Instagram page except my modeling stuff. If it's my modeling stuff, only modeling stuff. If I'm going to rehearsal, if I'm doing a shoot, if I'm meeting with a photographer, anything like that, anything that has to do with my modeling, that's where that stuff goes. So again, this is Jade. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And if you really love me, share it with everybody you know. Post it on every social media account that you have, because I'm trying to get my followers up. So if you love me that much, and I know you will eventually because everybody loves me. Again, this is Jade, and I will see you all next week. See you later.